Oh, darling. Hello, darling. Come on in. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Unless, of course, you're into that type of thing. Oh, darling. Be a doll with you and like the video on your way in. I do want to thank you for being here this afternoon because you could have been anywhere in the world. But you're here with me, darling. And I don't take that for granted, darling. So, hello. Like the video, share the video. I have really been wanting to go ahead and give my take on this whole Monique situation because there is a lot to unpack here and a lot that we can learn in what's going on. Okay. This stream is a little bit impromptu. I'm sorry for not giving more notice, but it's been a rough day. Okay. Say the least. So, I'm going to give people time to get on in here. Um, Let me make sure this is set up. The sound is good. So now let me ask y'all this before I waste my time showing you something that you may not need me to show you. By now, are most of you familiar with what happened with what Monique said? Have most of you kind of seen what happened? Or do you guys think that, do you guys think that you need me to kind of show you what she said and kind of recap? So y'all let me know in the chat. Do you want me to share my screen and kind of play some of what she did, or do y'all want me to see? I have some people saying yes, some people saying no. So I think that what we'll do is I'm going to play a little bit just so we can kind of get get a vibe for her tone. Just so we can kind of get a vibe for her her tone and kind of, like you said, get like a little bit of a refresher. Where's my sorry, I'm trying to pin this comment. I don't understand. Here we go. All right, so let me put this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna I'm just going to kind of speak a little bit on, what happened and do a slight recap. Okay, sorry, I was trying to pin this. I was trying to pin this comment. Elle says, what's your alpha juice flavor today? Well, I'm glad you asked, darling. Well, I enjoyed the nice and juicy flavor from yesterday, so I'm drinking it again. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you the same flavor. This is the same flavor, right? Sure. Yeah, I got the right one. It's nice and juicy again because this is good. It tastes like a healthy organic fruit punch. I wanted to make something very clear because I got some weird comments yesterday. I want to make sure that we are on the same page. These juices are not a supplement or a vitamin. It's literal organic fruits and vegetables simply juiced in a bottle. Okay, because it was some people saying like, why are you promoting supplements? I'm like, it's not a supplement. It's literal food that has been juiced. It's no nonsense. It's fruit. It's vegetables. They're juiced in a container. They're organic. There's nothing added in it. It's not a supplement. It's not a vitamin. So I want to make sure we're very clear on what these are. Okay. So the reason why I personally love alpha juice is because I do not enjoy eating raw fruits and vegetables, mainly because I don't like to eat cold food. So if you are like me, the best solution to that, because we still have to get our fruits and vegetables to keep our health right, keep our body right, our skin right. You need that. There is not really a substitute for organic fruits and vegetables. You got to get it in whatever way you can. And I'm big on that. If I don't like to eat them, fine. Well, I'm going to drink them. And I will still eat them as well. Eat them with my dinner, stuff like that. So I love alpha juice because nobody is about to sit and go shop. You know how many fruits and vegetables it takes to fill up like one of these? Nobody is going to the store, buying all that stuff organic, and then buying a juicer, juicing it, bottling it up, storing it. No one's doing that. I know for a fact we're not doing that. So what I like about alpha juice is they do the work for us. You see what I'm saying? They do it for us. They deliver it to your door, literally cold. I have a video on my Instagram and here on my YouTube showing you guys how it looks when it comes. It comes in this really dope, like silver ball. Everything is still cold, still fresh. What I do is I put some in my fridge, some in the freezer, so I can have the ones in the fridge right away. And then the ones in the freezer, I'll normally take them out about maybe 2 hours before I'm ready to drink them. Just sit them on the counter and then they thaw out and they're ready to go. Okay. It's a Black-owned company owned by a super dope young couple. And I'm going to do you one better and go ahead and give you a discount code of my code SIXGOD to get $5 off and save y'all some money, honey, because it's 2022. We are healthy. We are healing. We are going up. All right. Well, you know what else I love about Alpha Juice Company? Is they give you straws. I don't know why that just warms my heart. And this is why I love small Black-owned businesses, because they care. Like, y'all love us so much that y'all are like, here's a straw. It reminds me of like a nurturing mother in your lunchbox. It's like, here's a note and a straw. Alpha Juice's packaging is amazing. Alpha Juice is blowing up so bad that they're like, hey, okay, woo, sure is a lot of orders. Alpha Juice is like, woo. I'm like, we are over here selling out alpha juices. Like, everybody is on the wave. Like, health is the wave. Not healthy is like, boo, tomato, tomato. We're not doing that. We're trying to be healthy. We're trying to move forward, okay? Super Healer says, loving your hair, sis. Oh my God, really? My Patreoners are going to think that's funny. Listen, y'all, ladies, if you are not in my Patreon, I words cannot describe how you are missing out. When I tell you we have the funniest, best group, and I may be biased, but I'm sorry. My Patreon group is so freaking fun. We had a ball today on Patreon. We be having all the tea. We be having all the tips. We be laughing. We have a great time. So you're saying you like my hair, which I find so funny because I know the girls on my Patreon will understand why that's funny to me right now. Child. But see, my hair today is just natural and beautiful. There's some natural, beautiful Black hair. You ain't got to do a whole bunch of stuff to it. Like, sometimes you got to just let it be what it need to be. All right. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, please join the Patreon. So on my Patreon, we share all type of tips. Like, for example, today I'm going to be putting like different robes and nightgowns and house dresses that I found on Amazon that I like for the ladies. Y'all know I'm doing my makeup class next month, July 10th. We are going to be meeting up at Ulta here in North Atlanta. I am going to be personally shopping with each woman because this is the problem. A lot of women do not know what they need. So it's one thing to teach you how to apply something, but they don't know what specifically need to be tailored to them. So if y'all don't know, I am a licensed cosmetologist / barber in the states of Florida and Georgia. I've been practicing for almost 10 years, and I am going to be putting my expertise to work for my girls. The girls in my Patreon have first dibs on the tickets. If they do not sell the tickets out on their own, they will then become open to the public. I cannot have a lot of girls because, again, this is one-on-one personalized for everyone. So I can't have a humongous class. So the Patreoners have first dibs. We do a once-a-month meetup. We just had ours last Saturday. We had a ball. We went to brunch. It was good vibes. We are attracting positive Black women that are realistic, want solutions, are for their people, want to move forward. So if you're looking for a place with a group of women who are looking to always be our best selves, improve, show love, and progress, come to Death Row. Okay. Patreon.com/SIXTheGoddess. Someone says, can they kiss my hair? No, that's so weird. I've never heard somebody say that before. Can you kiss my hair? Cece says we look beautiful in the pics, right? Everyone was so beautiful. I just love it. I can't. I love it. So let's go ahead and just do a quick little recap. And I'm going to give my thoughts on this because I have a lot to say on this situation with Monique. And I think it's a lot deeper than what we know. So let me just give you guys. Well, see, I really wanted to keep this video monetized. I'm kind of scared that if I play this, are they going to try to take my monetization away? Because she was cussing a whole lot. All right, we're going to just play a little piece of it just so I just want y'all to get in the mind and kind of feel her energy here. Okay. So let me show you guys this. I hope she don't cuss too much, child. I ain't got time for this. All right, let us pray.
See, I've had you. Bitch, I know, right? See, when they called me to come play Detroit and come play the Fox Theater, and I ain't played the Fox Theater in over 20 motherfucking years. I was so goddamn excited. I was so motherfucking excited because I said, oh, a bitch is going back. A bitch is going back to the Fox Theater in motherfucking Detroit. When I tell you Detroit, y'all don't understand what the fuck I had to go through to stand in front of you beautiful motherfuckers tonight.
Okay, so I wonder maybe if I can fast forward a little bit and you know, get into the meat.
So when I leave this motherfucker, the headliner has left. I don't if I won't perform if she does that.
Okay, I'm trying to rewind because now this is.
That's what I signed the fuck up for. I'm 30 plus years in this motherfucking business and I don't open for no goddamn body. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. But a nigga named DL Hughley turned into a bitch and said I won't perform if she does that. I won't go out if she does that. Nigga, you open for the kings of comedy. I close for the queens of comedy, nigga. And you think because I don't have a dick, that ain't my position, nigga.
Oh my.
So when I leave this motherfucker, the headliner has left.
All right. Okay. So it kind of gives us a gist there. We kind of get a gist there, you know, of her energy. Now, I want to say this. I have never seen her have that much just disdain and just anger in her voice. Like it was intense. There's a lot going on there. So when I first saw this, what I thought happened is I'm like, oh Lord, because you heard when she said, oh, DL told them that he's not going to get on if he don't go last. So I'm thinking her and DL had done got into it backstage. And, you know, now she's upset and she coming out and she airing the dirty laundry. So once we hear DL's side of the story, we hear her and DL had not spoke. She didn't say anything to him. And she literally just came forward and went straight to doing that. And hold on, let me see if I can show hold on, let me see if this part gonna show. Hold on. Man, when she was done talking, she ran off the stage. And when I tell you, I was crying looking at the way she ran off that stage. They're not going to show it on this video. Dang it. Man, I had tears in my eyes watching her run off that stage. Did y'all see the run? I don't know why it's not in this video. It's not in this video for some reason, but boy, I was crying. So I just knew. I said, oh, Lord, her and, DL don't got into it backstage. Lord have mercy. Now she don't came on here, acted a fool. Come to find out, she ain't say nothing to DL. DL just entered the chat like, what is going on here? Like, I have no clue. So now let's go ahead and look at DL's. Let's go ahead and look a little bit into what he had to say. Now, actually, before I do that, let me say this. I understand firsthand what it is like being a woman working in a male-dominated industry. Okay. If, like I said, for y'all who don't know, I did barbering for a very long time. I've worked in several barbershops, which, as y'all know, barbershops are male spaces. Okay. I've always had a natural talent for seeing lines. I come from artistic parents. So barbering I didn't take too long to kind of catch on to how it's done. And I got really good really fast. I was able to look at a man as a woman. I can look at a man immediately and tell what would look good on him, what would not. You need this, you need that. So not only was I killing as a barber, but I was making suggestions to my clients for their cut and for their look that they were loving. Because male barbers don't do that. Male barbers, when a guy sit down and he say, give me this, he's going to say, all right, say less, fam. And I've seen some guys have a terrible haircut that does not look good on them. They've been rocking for 20 years because you have the same male barber for 20 years that puts his hot, sweaty balls over your knee, talk about he got to get the right angle, and just gives you the same haircut every time, knowing damn well that cut does not look good. But most men don't care about a suggestion another man make about his haircut. Most men are going to be like, I don't care if you like my haircut or not. But if I, as a woman, said, hey, why don't we try a part? Or why don't we try keeping it this length? Or why don't we try that? They would listen. So I got really good, really successful, real fast. Okay. I would do the haircut, scalp massages, do their beard trim, hit them with the razor. Like, it was a full experience. And I remember when I first started barbering, I had so many experiences where I was undermined, because you have to know this. The barber industry, I want to say, is less than 15% female. Okay. So that means a good over 80% of the barber industry is male dominated. Okay. That is major. Then on top of that, most of the women that are barbers are like butch lesbians. You see what I'm saying? You don't really see many girly feminine barbers. You just don't. Okay. So I remember when I first started cutting, who I recommend this for any Black woman that wants to get into barbering, start learning how to cut white men's hair. Okay. Black men do not care about how cute you are. If your skills are not up to par, they're not going to let you cut them. So you want to start learning on white men's hair. White men don't give a damn. They'll sit down. They don't give a damn who doing it. They just want their hair shorter when they walk out. That's who I started learning how to fade on, cut on. Second of all, white men's hair is way harder to cut than black man's hair because it's dog hair. So it's flat, and when you cut it short, it sticks straight out. There's no give. You make a mistake in white man's hair, you're going to see it. So I started learning how to cut on white men's hair. White men, again, they don't give a damn. They're going to sit there, get that haircut. They don't have much to say, you know. So I got nasty with the white boy cuts, okay? Once I mastered cutting white boys' hair, then I wanted to work in a black barbershop. I got tired of working with these white men. I could not, I'm gonna be honest with you. The main reason why I got tired of working in white barbershops is because of the smell. I could not stomach their odor anymore. I could not take it. I could not stand the way their skin smelled. I could not stand the way their hair smelled. When I had to spray it with the water bottle, I would get nauseous, get sick. I was scared for my life and I was going to get lice. You know, I had some weird customers that gave me serial killer vibes because when I see them, I automatically think serial killer. It gave me mass shooter. It was giving serial killer. And it was just too much for me. So I was like, I got to get up out of here. So I finally felt confident enough to start working and cutting black men's hair. Black men do not play about their hairline and their haircut, especially FBA black men. Okay. Black men play about a lot of things except that hairline. Okay. And you mess their haircut up, you're dead. All right. So I ain't shit. So I remember the first black barbershop that I went to work in. I talked to the owner and I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get into this niche. I'm ready to step my game up, this and the third. He's like, you know, you sure? Now, I definitely feel like I kind of finessed my way in. You know what I'm saying? Because I was honest with him. I said, I really have not cut black men's hair like that. You know, I ain't going to hold you. But I feel like, and you know what else I did is I practiced on my son. So I was like, okay, practice on him. And I was like, okay, I think I got this. You know, so I kind of jigged and finessed my way into the shop. So I remember showing up. I will never forget my first day showing up at the barbershop. Okay. The barbershop owner had told them, like, we have a new barber coming in, but I think he, for shits and giggles, purposely did not say, by the way, it's a woman. Okay. So I had all my stuff in this little like toolbox thing. I had my cape around my neck, had my lunch, my water bottle. And I remember I walked into the shop and everyone was in there cutting hair. I walk in, everyone looks up, looks at me. Everybody just pauses and is like blinking, right? I swear I can hear them blink. It was like blink, blink. I swear a tumbleweed went by. There was a mouse in the corner eating cheese. The mouse stopped eating its cheese and was like, and it gets dead quiet. Everyone stops talking, stops cutting, and looks at me like, are you lost? Because we'll help you get found. All right. They looking like, who are you? What is going on? They don't know if I'm a crazy girlfriend showing up, some big mama, am I selling food? They thinking everything besides I'm the new barber, right? So I walk in, the tumbleweed goes by, I kick the tumbleweed. I walk over and I looked at the owner, I was like, is this my station? So now the barbers start looking at each other like this. They look at each other like, her station? Like their brain was about to combust. And I had my little dress on, my little platform sandals. My hair was cute. So they all looking like their brain is about, they looking like new barber, new barber, new barber. Right? This is a true story. So the owner is at this point kind of smirking because I know he knows what all the barbers are thinking. So the niggas getting a haircut, looking up at their barbers like, they're all just like, no one's saying anything, but they all are just kind of like, right? So I'm like, okay. So he's like, oh, your station's over there. Puts me in the first chair. Now, for those of you who don't know, the first chair in a barbershop is normally reserved for the most talented barber or the owner of the shop or manager of the shop. First chair means you're somebody. Okay. He puts me in the first chair. pressure, right? So I'm like, where's my station? He's like, oh, it's right there. I'm like, okay. So I go and I shimmy over there, put my toolbox down, and I'm like, hi guys, my name is Six. Nice to meet you guys. And they're all like, hi, Six. They all like, hi. They're all still like, this is not really happening, right? They're like, so the guy next to me is literally just looking like, is this my life right now? So I'm like, I'm putting my stuff away, putting up my pictures, getting my station ready. So so now they're trying to like act normal to get back to cutting, but they're cutting and they're just still kind of like, right? So I go ahead and get my station together. Now, keep in mind, I don't have any clients. Okay. I don't have any clients. All my clients was white guys. These white guys are not coming over to the other side of the city in the hood to get their haircut. It ain't happening, right? So now I have to build a whole new clientele. So when you're building new clientele, and this was back before social media was a thing, barbers nowadays can get some models in, take some pictures, start some social media, influence ad. This was back before this was a thing. So this was back when you had to get cards, have pictures of your work on a card, hit the streets, pass your cards out, or you had to go in a shop and wait for like a walk-in. So I set up my stuff and I look around like, okay, like I'm done, like I'm here. So a walk-in comes in, right? Everybody else is booked with appointments. The walk-in comes in. The owner, the guy come in, oh yeah, I don't got nobody I go to specifically. Like I just need a lineup. I needed a. So the owner goes, okay, she got you. So the guy looks over at me like, she is going to cut my hair? He literally says that. He points with his thumb like this and goes, she going to cut my hair? So I look over at him. I said, yeah. I said, come on over. And I reached my hand up. I said, hi, my name is Six. How are you? He doesn't move. He does not start walking over to me. All the other barbers are like this, looking like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? They all cutting their hair. Even the niggas getting a haircut looking like, you know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Quincy. Oh, Quincy, you about to make me get rich. Hold on, Quincy. Now, I ain't got a lot of time for this stream today. Okay? You about to make Madam Rich, bitch, show up. Okay? Now, I don't know why you would do this. Quincy says, I love Six. As a young Black man, her beauty, substance, and love for the Black community is refreshing AF. Plus, her sense of humor is a plus. Love it. Wow, Quincy, thank you so much. You made my day. You got me ready to turn rich. Now, I'm trying to keep this together. You got me one. I ain't got time for this. You don't sat here force Madam Rich bitch to come out. So I'm rich for the rest of this stream. Okay. I'm sorry. I tried not to. I'm rich for the rest of the stream. And you all are poor peasants. And I need you all to please refer to me as Madame Rich Biche. Okay. Now, see, we have new tiers now for Madame Rich Biche. When we get the red box, then we get these. Now, I also have a fur that I have added to my props. And when we get one over $100, that's when I will then add the fur. And I will continue to get richer and richer as we proceed. But I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to put these on because I'm rich and you all are poor. And please address me appropriately. So let me go on with my story now. Okay, let me go on with my story. Oh, Quincy, you dog, you. Oh, Quincy, you dog. So let me proceed. So where was I, darling? So anyway, so the owner says, oh, she got you, right? So he goes, she gonna cut my hair? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name is Six. Nice to meet you. So I'm like waiting for him. He leaves me hanging. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nice to meet you. I'm Six. Crickets go off. It was like cricket. I'm like, all right. my dog. You know what I'm saying? Love. All right, cool. So then I sit there. So now this is when I had to get gangster, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because I have layers. I'm a real nigga, but I'm also a lady. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wanted to cry. I'm not gonna hold you. On the inside of me, I felt the tears started welling up because my feelings was so hurt, because I was so excited. And I'm like, oh, it's my first day. When that nigga left me hanging and looked at me like I had three eyes, on the inside, I was like, and my lips started quivering. I'm like, but then I'm like, nope, I gotta be a G. I'm like, I cannot cry. They'll never take me serious. So I'm holding my breath. I'm like, oh, be gangsta. I gotta be gangsta. I cannot cry. I cannot let him see that he hurt my feelings. I can't. So I'm like, be a big girl. Be a big girl. Don't cry. Don't cry. So then I said, I know I'm a new face in here. I was like, I can show you my social media, like an Instagram. Was it Instagram? Either Instagram or Facebook account that has some photos of my work, right? I want to say it was Instagram. It was Instagram. I was like, I can show you a picture of some of my work. I know I'm a new, and I'm refusing to make myself a victim by speaking on the fact that I'm a woman. I know what the real problem is. This is how you have to operate in male-dominated industries. You cannot sit and pull the I'm a woman. You cannot do that. So I know the real reason of why he's looking at me like, she gonna cut it? I know why. So I am going to step right over that, and I'm going to keep moving. So I said, I know what I didn't say, well, I said, I know I'm a new face here. So I have some photos of my work if you want to look at some pictures, right? So I show him the photos. So he kind of looks like, so I swear it was like the slowest walk of doom while he was walking over to my chair. Like, he takes off his hat and he's holding his hat right here. Like, he walking over to his execution. You know what I'm saying? And he walking real slow, like, like, okay. Because the owner, helped me out, co-signed me, and was like, he was like, nah, bro, she good. Like, you good. So he kind of looks at the owner like, okay. It kind of take his hat off and starts walking over to me like, all right. So I'm like, go and have a seat. Now at this time I also was single. All right. So I was kind of using a little of my, my magic touch, a little of my feminine energy, trying to relax him. Boy, calm down. So I went to put the cape on. I was like, let me go ahead and fasten this for you. You know what I'm saying? I put the cape on, buttoned it real delicate, smoothed it out. How are you? Are you comfortable? So now he kind of like, okay, I like this already. Not like a dude barber where like, you all right? What you want? So I'm like, let me start to show him the benefits of a woman doing this. So he sat down, smoothed the cape out. You know what I'm saying? He tells me, okay, I want a low Caesar. I want the size temped out real low. I want it temp in the back, Okay, cool. I said, that's when I said, can I make a suggestion? I said, you would look really nice with a part. He was like, a part? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you also might want to take your size down a little more because it's a little bulky behind your ear. Doesn't really complement your head shape. So he's kind of looking at me like, all right. Okay. He's like, well, you got it. Do what you think, because by now he relaxed. Okay. I'm like this. Go ahead and sit down. You smooth this out. You know what I'm saying? By that time, nigga was putty in my hand. He's like, you know what? Do what you think. Do what you think is best. I'm like, okay. I got you. Right. So Now I pull out my clippers. Now it is so freaking funny. Everybody else in the shop, they are trying so hard to like focus on their cut, but they still looking like, but she actually about to cut his hair, like, right? So I take my clippers out, go ahead and take it down. They looking at me like I'm going with the grain. I like to go against the grain just a little bit right here to get them little long hairs that might stick over. So I nick them things off. I'm doing clipper over comb. So now they're looking at me like, oh shit. They're looking at me like, this, she actually cutting the nigga hair for real. They looking like, so they trying so hard to mind their bit, but they like, when I tell y'all, I gave him the nastiest, blurriest fade. Okay. Like is my vision blurry or is your fade just that blurry? Like, okay, nasty fade. Took my razor out, line, edged that thing up, got all his lines real clean, got that beard line up. That I put product on his hair, smoothed it down, let it dry a little bit. And his shit was wavy, crispy, ooh, put that part in it. So literally by the time I'm done with the cut, the whole shop is looking like they are shook. And I got that shit done in 30 minutes. Nigga was clean AF, 30 minutes. Then gave him a neck and shoulder massage afterwards. Okay. That's back when we was charging $30 for a haircut and $10 for a beard trim. He gave me $100 bill. And then he was like, I'm sorry. He said, I'm really sorry. I just wasn't really sure. Gave him my card. Here you go. Call me for your next appointment. And this is how I built my book up. Okay. And when you are a woman working in a male-dominated industry, you cannot expect special favor or treatment because you are a woman. You cannot bring down a male-dominated spot by needing them to coddle your feelings and help you carry your weight. You then become a liability, not an asset. When you are working in a male-dominated industry, you have to know how to suck it up and keep up. Nobody cares. No one owes you nothing. And you have to be built correctly for that before you go into that lion's den. And as a woman, sometimes you may have time. Like I said, I wanted to cry. When I got embarrassed like that and my feelings got hurt, I wanted to cry. And I knew I cannot. This is not the time and the place, right? So now imagine if I would have been like, oh, bitch ass nigga, you want to sit embarrassment? You don't want me to cut your hair because I'm a woman? Oh, nigga, that would have got me nowhere. That would have made me be wrong no matter what happened. Even if he was dead wrong for embarrassing me and leaving me hanging. If I would have sat there and hit him with the, oh, so y'all gonna do me like this? All ego, I'm the best barber there. I don't know why. What I had to do is prove myself. Yes, women are naturally not necessarily inclined to have to prove ourselves. Men are raised more to have to prove and earn everything they got. Normally, that's the norm for the male brain. Okay? Women's brains don't work like that. So as a woman, you got to put your mind there before you enter. This is their space. It's called male dominated for a reason. You don't get in there and they all sit and acquiesce to you. That ain't how it works. You in their territory. You work around them. I don't care what female comedian thinks she's funny or whatever. You never, ever will be on the same level as the male comedians. It is a male-dominated industry, period. Same with the WNBA. I don't give a damn how good of a basketball player a woman is. You will never be on the level as the man. You have got to be humble to be a woman working in a male-dominated industry. Okay. So what I did is I found a way to make myself valuable in my own way. I would bring the guys in the shop snacks, bring them food. I would help, clean up, make the place smell good. I would bring the feminine touch to the point where I did not even have to pay rent. I became such an asset through my womanhood and femininity. Instead of trying to be as good as or just like the men, I decided I'm going to bring my own aspect that is valuable that none of them have. And that is my womanly presence, my womanly nurturing, my ability to make any space feel warm. These niggas in that shop would be done for the day and still be in the shop just to be in there and be in the energy was so good because it now had the womanly touch. And they would tell me, man, before you got here, it was so cold in here. And you got here. We love coming to work now. They had folded towels. They're like, these niggas ain't folding no towels. So instead of complaining, I had to figure out how can I get in here and add value that the men can't. I'm not going to sit here and try to compete with the man. You're always going to come before me. It's always going to be, if it's me and you and someone come in, they're always going to trust you as a man more than me. I get that. If this industry is 85% male, then it is what it is. All right. So that is very important. This is where Monique goes wrong. So I will say this. A part of me resonates with Monique because that was my first experience in a very long-standing career in that industry. Y'all, I have stories for days on how many times I was slept on, walked over, undermined. It is what it is. Hey, shout out to my sis, the good sis, Danica. Sis, I love you so much. Y'all, please check out Danica Dope Discussions channel. The channel is not Danica Dope Discussions for no reason. Okay, it's called that because it is actually hella dope. And I love my sister very much. Shout out to her. So now I have stories for days. For days on how many times I was paid less, undermined, cut out, slept on, mocked. All right, period. So a part of me understands why Monique was frustrated in that instance, because I can only imagine in her industry, and that's me was as a little mere humble little barber. So I can only imagine in Monique's industry that she for sure, especially as a overweight Black woman, I know for a fact that she probably has gone through a lot. All right. But at the end of the day, nobody held a gun to Monique's head and told her, hey, you need to be in this industry. Like, you signed up to be here. So you have to take what come with it. All right. So now let me so that I want to give y'all my perspective on that aspect first, just on the professional level. And now we're about to go in here and take a look at what DL's let me also say this too. The reason why I never desired to infiltrate Hollywood and modeling and acting and all that stuff is because I'm not the one or the two. All right. I understand what comes with that industry. I understand the cooning, the buying, the selling your soul. I know that those people own you. The minute you accept anything from them, they own you. And I understand that. This is why people are, why you never model? I can't be no professional model on no New York Fashion Week. Do you know the dicks they have to suck to get there? Do you know the casting couches they have to? I'm not doing that. Okay. So I'd rather do my own thing. I'll just be pretty on my own. You should do acting. They're going to make me an actress. The first thing they're going to do to break me is to give me a scene to fuck a white dude. It ain't happening. So I'm like, people are so quick to want to be a part of their circle. Hell no, because I ain't doing none of that. I'm not the one. I'm not doing nothing I don't want to do. I don't like to feel like I'm owned or that I have to. I'm not doing that shit. Okay. I'll never forget. I was 14 years old. My mama took me to Wilhelmina. Okay. Sent them some headshots and said they want to see me in person. We get there. They told me I need to lose 25 pounds. I'm 14 goddamn years old. I'm skinny as a rail. This was before. See, now I filled out a little bit. This was back when I was skinny with big boobs. No body, no shape. I was skin, bones, and boobs. That's it. And these mofos told me I need to lose 25, 30 pounds. Well, you ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. You know, so everybody glamorizes Hollywood. Me personally, I'm not being a part of that shit because I know soul selling that come with it, and I'm good, love, right? So my thing is, Monique, if you're going to be in this industry, okay, you got to know what come with it. And this is double-sided because what I don't like is Monique plays this game of, you know, oh, I'm this coon buster. And I'm just out here calling out all the coons. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm going to sit here and call all the cooning going. But yet Monique, when it's time for her to capitalize and make some money, Monique is one of the biggest female coons I've seen. Monique a damn coon her damn self. Monique is a borderline a minstrel show on her own with some of the content she's put out and been a part of. If you look at her role on The Parkers, was disgusting. Okay. Her as a single, fat, masculine, single mom, chasing after a man for years that didn't want her. Okay. She was the original pick-me. That's a pick-me. Then you have her perpetuating negative stereotypes as well as in roles like Precious and perpetuating the disgusting stereotypical roles of Black women. Then you encouraged Black women to be fat and be unhealthy, aiding in our health issues and obesity crisis. So you one of the biggest coons and then have the nerve to sit up here and play like you coon buster. The Parkers was the biggest set of coonery I've ever seen. No Black woman should sit on nobody white network and perpetuate those negative stereotypes about us, period. So she tried to play this game like, oh, I'm going to call out Steve Harvey. Is Steve Harvey a coon? Absolutely. Is DL Hughley a coon? Absolutely. But baby, so are you. So don't have it be okay when you making money off of it, but then when you're not, you're suddenly the coon busters. You know what I'm saying? That's just simply not how it works. You have fat girls sitting here glamorizing obesity. Then gonna have the nerve to lose weight on your own. Like, no, man, you got to stick to that now. You don't sit here and perpetuate it and promoted all this unhealthy behavior. Then you're going to go sit and lose weight. That ain't fair. You know? So, you know, for her to go in that industry and know what it is and then be the coon buster sitting here trying to go after everyone, Lee Daniels, that she think is cooning, is a waste of time. Ladies, I'm going to tell you something. And this really is in regards to womanhood in general, not only just in, we're talking about a male-dominated workspace. In general, okay? In general, a woman does not, sorry. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Hold on, y'all. Can y'all still hear me? Hold on. I don't messed up this cord. Hold on, guys. I don't know what I just did. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just put this down on there. Don't mess a thing up. So, women, this is why I tell you guys, should we always want the best for ourselves? Should everybody show self-love and self-respect? Yes. But I tell you guys all the time, women cannot change men from doing what they want to do. Women cannot yell, scream, and insult men into doing what you expect or you want from them. That is not the way this works. All right. So Monique would have been better off being like, listen, this is Hollywood. Of course, cooning is going to happen. That's how they get paid. They get paid to coon. She would have been better off understanding that and letting that be what it is. Yes, y'all, please like the video, like the video, like the video. Don't do me like that. Okay. This must be somebody hurt from yesterday. Okay. I know it's probably a lot of y'all hurt from my video yesterday that's in here today. Six, you sound dumb. She plays some comedy roles and she should do her craft because she was overweight and now she can't lose weight. No, nigga. What I'm saying is you cannot sit and promote every other people to be fat and it's okay, and then turn around and be like, oh, but not me though. I'm about to go lose weight. That's what I mean. Okay, so you sound dumb. All right, only one sound dumb is you. I need your brain to work a little faster than that. You so busy. Yeah, I mean, I knew the trolls gonna be in here because, like I told y'all, after yesterday's stream, they were even more mad. Okay, I got even more hell after yesterday. So I'm not sure. I'm not surprised that there is trolls in here. So Maj, just get them up out of here. Okay. That's what Shelby says, the trolls are strong today, but nowhere to be found yesterday. And that's why I'm done with the subject. Okay. That's why I'm done with it. Yesterday, y'all had all the opportunity to come up. Matter of fact, I skipped over some people that I knew in there just to be able to get to all the faces in there and names in there I didn't know. So I made sure that whoever could possibly have smoke was able to come up yesterday. Y'all had plenty of opportunity to come say what you need to say. Not a single one of y'all came up, except the one girl with the see-through twist out, and she didn't count. She was barely holding on for a thread. But y'all had every opportunity to come say none. You ain't say none. Then I seen some bitch that after the stream was over, she waits till it's over, then starts writing comments after the stream ended, talk about, I'm going live right now. I got something to say. Girl, bye. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. I announced this live early this morning. Y'all had hours to come on here and get ready to talk your shit. Y'all gonna wait till it's ended, then come in talking shit. Man, y'all don't want no smoke with me. Oh, darling, hold on, darling. Oh, hold on, darling. Oh, wait. We have to pause real quick, darling. I'm so sorry, darling. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, darling. Hold on. Hold on, darling. Oh, darling. Oh, darling. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. I am too rich for this straw, darling. Oh, I'm too rich for this straw. Oh, malevolent elephant. Oh, you dog, you. Oh, malevolent elephant. Oh, you should not have. Malevolent elephant, you dog, you. At this point, don't talk to me, anybody. At this point, I don't want anyone to say nothing to me. You will either address me as Madame Riche Biche or nothing at all. Okay? You all are peasants. You all are poor. Okay? You all are nowhere near as rich as me, and you all are not worthy of me. Please do not talk to me. And go on, peasants. Okay? Excuse me while I quench my rich throat with a little organic alpha juice. Don't talk to me, you peasants. Stay over there. Oh, malevolent elephant. You dog, you. Please do not refer to me as Six. Please refer to me as Madame Riche Biche or nothing at all. Okay? Put some respect on my name. And that's that. Okay? Oh, malevolent elephant, you dog, you. Oh, you dog. Every time I'm over here trying to read someone for filth, here you come, oh, you animal. If you all have not checked out Malevolent Elephant's channel, then what are you doing seriously? Okay. Malevolent Elephant has the type of channel that one must binge watch. Okay. Malevolent Elephant's channel, you will get sucked down a rabbit hole. Like you'll watch one video and you're like, God damn, he has the craziest videos, and I don't know where he finds this stuff, y'all. Please go check out and subscribe to Malevolent Elephant, aka Curtis, my dog. Malevolent Elephant, you are a dog, you. Oh, you dog, you. Oh my, I've forgotten. I've forgotten what I was saying. Where was I, peasants? Peasants! Immediately, let me know where I was. What was I saying? Quickly. Ah, yes. I was speaking on how yesterday the stampede, had no smoke. Okay. We were speaking on how the stampede had all these threats and things for me. And then when it was time to come forward and say something, it was crickets. And I purposely stayed on there for 2.5 hours. Like, let me make enough time for them to come forward, say what they need to say, come show me the smoke. No one showed up. And the reason why they did not show up is because all of the talking points that they planned on making, I debunked. So they had no ammo. They were so ready to come with those ghetto cliche, whack, lame talking points. And what they were not expecting is, surprise, I debunked whatever it is you were planning to say. So they decided not to show up because they knew that they had no argument against what I was saying. That's why their only solution was to attack me personally, because they had nothing to say about my talking points. How do we get rid of these bot things? Like, how come once we block, I think I just blocked the wrong person. If I just blocked the wrong person, that's my bad. But how do we block these bots without them coming back? You know what I'm saying? It's like we block them, then they back. Anywho, so now let's go on with the stream. Okay, I have a consultation call at 5. Is it 5 or 6? I have one of them. I don't know if we're gonna do today, but I know I have another one So I need to get out of here on time. All right. So let me show now. Now I prefaced it with that. Now let's go ahead and look at what DL Hughley had to say here. Okay. So let me show you. Let me share this screen. Hold on. All right. Here we go. GD section. Here we go.
I done all I could here about this whole Monique situation, but over the weekend, her and her husband released a video.
I can barely hear him.
Where I was doing an interview and I detailed my daughter's sexual trauma. Monique
can
has
y'all
taken that video and perverted it for her own uses. She decided to add on.
Hold on, I cannot hear. Why won't this let me? Hold on. Why won't this let me turn this volume up some? Hold on. I don't know why I cannot hear him. Let me make sure this volume is all the way up. DL over here looking like, oh, it's all the way up. Well, can y'all hear better than me? Can y'all hear? Okay. All right. Now see, y'all can hear, but I can't barely hear. All right. Well, let me just move in a little bit closer. Oh, someone said that's his second response. Oh. Okay, so maybe I need to show the other response. Okay. Here we go. I think this is the right one. Hold on. Hopefully this one is louder.
I work very hard to control the environment I work in.
Now, come on now, DL Hughley. Like you got too much money and been in this game too long to have a bad sound system. Come on now, like you can't even hear this. I can't barely hear him. Oh my God. Let's try this again. Ugh.
I only work where I want to work and who I want to work for. I want to work with. I don't work. That is a very precious.
Is this really like this?
I've been offered a gig, a couple of gigs, 3 or 4 gigs.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. I can't hear. I literally cannot hear. So this is what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna play it on my phone. I can't hear Nathaniel. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go. Like, come on now. You got too much money, okay, to be over here with this terrible sound. And you see, that's why I be telling people, don't be spending a bunch of money on, a big old setup and cameras and all that, because half of the time, man, y'all be doing all that and then it don't even give like that. All right, so I'm gonna do this to share this so you can see the visual. But I'm gonna play the sound from my phone.
I work very hard to control the environment I work in comedically. I only work where I want to work and who I want to work for. I want to work with. I don't work because that is a very precious place to me. I've been offered a gig, a couple of gigs, 3 or 4 gigs to work with Monique in LA, in Brooklyn, in Houston, and I turned them down because I didn't think it would work. So after talking to a lot of people, and one of the very people in this room about how things are different, 2 of the very people in this room, as a matter of fact, and how things are different, and look at how things are coming around, I decided it would be wrong for me not to give somebody a chance based on things that they'd never done to me. That would have been wrong to me. And when she talks, when she goes on her diatribe and she talks about me having my feet under her table, that was at her invitation. I was doing a gig in Greenbelt, Maryland. She lived in Baltimore. She was having a fight party. It was, I think, Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. And sure enough, I came to her table at her invitation. It was a wonderful time. As a matter of fact, it was based on that interaction, along with talking to people, I decided that I would do these gigs. I decided I would do it. And now I know what Tyler Perry knows. I know what Lee Daniels knows. I know what Oprah knows. I know what Steve Harvey knows. I know what Charlamagne the God knows. I know what Netflix knows. Saying yes to Monique is an occupational hazard. Now, we go to, we're playing a gig in Detroit.
Okay, here we go. Here go the T.
I know I'm going on at 9:45. I leave the hotel. I get there around 9. Monique had just gotten there. She's supposed to be there at 8:40. She had just gotten there, gone at 8:40. She got there at 8:38. What Monique was trying to do was to slow walk the show. She didn't end up getting on for 30 minutes. The oldest trick in the world is, if I want to change the order and I don't have merit, I'll try to make people wait so long that everybody gets nervous and go, please just go on so we can avoid a conflict. That didn't happen. Monique got on stage. Monique actually felt like she had merit. She would have done one of 3 things. Either she would have took it up with the promoter, and she did, and the promoter said, we're going on, and whether you're going or not, that's a different thing. You would have not done it, but she knew she had to get on stage, or she would have been in breach of contract, or she would have come to talk to me. She didn't ever, and I emphatically emphasize this. She never once talked to me. I haven't seen Monique in years. I didn't see her at the venue before, after, or during. I haven't spoken or seen Monique. So if you really thought that you had a legitimate contract dispute, you would have come to me and said, hey, I have this contract and you have this contract. Notice not one thing on that stage on fire. Said the most incendiary things ever, and I had to go on stage. If she has the temerity to call me a coward would have left. A coward would have said, I can't go. You didn't even want to go on when you had a contract that you knew not to be true. You made up this whole narrative that you knew not to be true, and you played that out in front of the audience. And then I had to go on behind you. And you know what you did? You sat back and you tried to watch your damage. You set the stage on fire and you watched what you've done. You know who does that? Arsonists do that. Arsonists set shit on fire and try to see the damages rise. But I blame myself because I know now what I didn't before. Saying yes to you is an occupational hazard, one I will not repeat. I don't blame you. I wish you well. But when you do the things you do, when everything's about you, when you're vitriolic, when you have all these fights with all of these entities, it is you. Precious was not a movie. Precious was an autobiography. That is who you are, literally. You mad at the contract you and daddy wrote, your daddy? And I don't know why you call a man daddy and you pay for him. That's a son. Let's be clear. I'm not angry with you. I'm angry with me. I did what I knew not to be true. But I'm going to tell you something. When you burn and you destroy and you wreck, you are not a queen of comedy. You're a queen of ashes. And while I'm going to go back to work and you get back to your kingdom of smoke. That's a little note from the GED.
Well, okay, so if Read for Filth was a person, now that was a Read for Filth, if I've ever seen one, Lord. And let me just say, I don't even like DL Hughley. Like I said, DL Hughley is a coon, so this is not for me to, cape for him or take up for him or anything like that. Like, he a big old coon. However, that was a Read. Okay, he dragged her for filth. So now, I've seen a few people respond. As a matter of fact, I meant to have this clip pulled up, and this kind of ties back into what we were speaking about yesterday. All right. So we all know yesterday we talked about, this whole debate going on like, are big women more prone to take care of a man? Do big women feel like they have to, carry their own weight with men? No pun intended. And there was this whole debate going on. And, I seen some simps, and this is why I tell the brothers, y'all have got to address each other. Okay. Y'all have got to keep each other in line, when we have sisters out here, you know, being honest about, okay, this what we need to do, y'all have got to check the simps that's coming forward that's like, oh, that ain't true, you know what I'm saying? I know. Why is it not coming on? That ain't true. I know plenty of smaller women that taking care of men more than bigger women. Like, y'all gotta stop with the simps that are undoing the work we're doing. Like, when we have women over here trying to take accountability, move forward, we don't need the men telling women about their weight. We as women can handle that. Okay? What we need is for y'all to catch the simps who are out here undoing the accountability that we're trying to set forth. And I saw so much simping going on yesterday. Let me see, can I find this? I saw so much simping going on. And the simping that was going on, the stuff they were saying, it wasn't even true. Monique makes the perfect case study. Hold on. Monique makes the perfect case study. Hold on. She makes a perfect case study for this. Okay. And then here go the simps. Talk about, oh, that ain't true. Let me show y'all this. Hold on. How do I pause this? Here we go. Now, y'all seen what DL Hughley said. I don't know why you call him daddy when you take care of him. He your son. Do you know how this is the story so commonly? Okay. And let me also say this. This is the hierarchy of women. At the bottom is big girls. Then it's skinny in shape women, but that are ugly in the face. Okay. Because you got, so it's big girls in shape, is big girls. Then above the big girls is big girls with pretty faces. Like women who are big and ugly, bottom. Women who are big with a pretty face, next step up. Then it's women with nice bodies but ugly faces. Then it's women with nice bodies and nice faces, okay bodies, okay faces. They're not overweight. It's just all right. Then at the very top is the women with beautiful faces, banging bodies. This is the hierarchy it goes for women. So there were a few simps that were coming through like, I know way more. Keep in mind, a bunch of simps were, none of them married to big girls. You ain't with big girls yourselves. And then going, but see, what the problem is, you had a lot of men yesterday that felt the need to simp in this situation because they about to lose a side chick, they sponsor. Like there's a lot of men. Matter of fact, one of my Patreoners sent me this video about Kevin Gates the other day. And Kevin Gates talk about, nah, you know, only thing I agree with is I like big girls. You know what I'm saying? Big girl gonna stroke your ego. Big girl look at me knowing damn well I got a face only a mother can love. Told me I'm a beautiful man. Kevin Gates was on there talking about how he go to big girls when he need his ego stroke. So there are some men who wanted to simp and take this accountability away because they got big girls they need stuff from. Okay. So when you have women who may not be fat, but they're ugly and have low self-esteem, then yes, there is a humongous chance they also can get taken advantage of. Okay. Unattractive women in general is not going to add up like they do attractive women. However, what I was speaking on was the male psyche and the way that it interprets a bigger size in women. What I was speaking on is the psychology behind why women get big and stay big. Okay. And now here go all the simping. Hold on. Let me show y'all this simp shit that went on. I was like, come on now. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all making points that weren't made. Look at this. Good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says help. Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her. Bigger woman says she gonna help me. She gonna put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man, to maintain a man,
to make up for it.
Yeah.
So the man, again, not want to just sacrifice, step up, be by yourself for some time, get your money right, I'll just go get a big girl. She'll help me.
I haven't seen it.
Right.
To be honest with you, I haven't experienced it.
I think men be leeches in general.
Yeah.
So I can't really put that on just a big woman.
I know a lot of beautiful women that still be taking care of dudes. So, I mean,
that's a fact.
It really ain't no difference. I see more beautiful women that take care of men that ain't got shit rather than the big women take care of dudes that ain't got stuff.
And you know what's so funny about this? Oh, did I just like this video? I did not mean to like this video.
That's who they run to, the bigger girls.
Because and you know what's so funny about that is men will sit and do that to try to simp and appease their big girl audience. But his reality is not shaped by big girls, because I guarantee you big girls don't make up his social circle. I guarantee you beautiful women is who is in his eyesight. Beautiful women is who he associate with. This nigga don't got a gang of big girls that he know. Talk about, I know way more beautiful women that take care of men than big girls. Nigga, how many big girls you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. None of y'all do. Y'all are not out in public gallivanting around town with fat girls. Cut the shit. You know what I'm saying? So simping like this is why. And this is once again why I tell y'all brothers, please stop. Please, for the love of God, we don't need y'all commenting on women's weight anymore. What we need is for men to hold other men accountable, spreading stupid ass rhetoric like this. Okay. That's what we need y'all to do. Y'all need to be checking brothers where, and y'all be like, listen, when these women are out here trying to take accountability, do better. We don't need you niggas coming forward saying, well, I know way more beautiful women take care of men than big women. Man, shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So this is, men need to focus on that. Focus on your brothers. Focus on the simping going on, and leave the conversation about women's weight to us. Okay? Y'all worried about the wrong thing. All right. Hold on, I'm rich, but I'm hot. Hold on. Starting to get rich and high. I'm over here. It's 90 degrees. Wait a second. Yeah, like that's what we need y'all fellas to do. We need y'all going to them and saying, stop. Stop. Just stop doing this. If they over here trying to do the work and do better, let them do better. We don't need you niggas coming forward talking about men are leeches in general. I cannot stand when women are trying to take accountability and here go men. Oh, it's not that. It's the men. The men are the problem. Man, shut up, man. Stop this. I don't need you doing that. You know what I'm saying? We over here trying to really make stuff happen. And it's niggas like you that mess it up. So that's what y'all buzz need to be focused on. Y'all need to be focused on each other and checking that type of behavior. Y'all worse than a woman being like, ladies, a man can be broke. We should still love them. Who cares if you're homeless with no food and nowhere to stay? It doesn't matter. I know way more rich men that are way worse than broke men. I would slap fire from a woman that ever sat there and told us we should be with homeless niggas because the inside that count. We don't want to hear that shit. No, we want a man got some money and give us a place to stay and put some food on the table. Hell wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need men over here talk about, man, is there wrong with it? I mean, I know way more beautiful women. And so basically you're saying it's okay. All the women just walk around big. You know, so this is why we have more and more examples of why the women should counsel the women and the men counsel the men. The minute you start mixing it up, there's some type of simping going on, and women can be simps too. I wish a woman would sit and tell us we should be with poor men that are homeless. Baby, I'm hungry. What if I need to eat? No, I need to eat. I need a place to stay. Okay? Don't sit and tell us that. We ain't got time for all that. Nah, men supposed to work and get them some money. Women supposed to look good and handle their business, period. We ain't gonna sit here and play them games. So now I saw Corey Holcomb speak on this because I was very curious to hear his thoughts on it. Okay. Because I know out of all the comedians, he'll probably be the one that won't care and will say what need to be said. And I kind of wish I would have put a timestamp on the things he was saying, because again, this ties into what we were saying yesterday. Can y'all guess? Now, if y'all watched the stream yesterday, you can probably guess this. Can y'all guess what happened to Monique as a child? That's why I say the order of this could not be more perfect, because Monique is about to put the nail in the coffin to prove everything that I was saying yesterday. She is the perfect example. Are y'all aware of what happened to Monique when she was 7 years old? I want to see what y'all got to say in the chat before I go forward to see if y'all know. Okay. There y'all go. I ain't going to say it out loud, but there y'all go. What did I tell y'all yesterday of why women get big? Not only get big, but defend being big. On why women get so emotional. Because if you have a woman who is not getting big because she's trying to self-sabotage to avoid attention because she has been SA'd or R'd or graped. And I said the women who have not been graped, they're more prone to say, I need to lose weight. I need to get back healthy. But I said, when you have the women who are big and defend being big to the point where they want to physically harm you, I said, it's because they're holding on to this defense mechanism that they have created due to their trauma. Okay. Because there's no reason why women should get so emotional to the point of physical violence when you simply say, hey, you need to be in shape and lose weight. Monique was emmed by her brother and clearly never got treatment for it. So this is why when Monique first started coming out with her stand-up, you know, her being as big as she would always talk about being physically violent towards skinny women. All her material was based around defending being big, the acceptance of her being big, like the option of actually losing weight, getting in shape was not even on her radar. Okay. So she pretty much never got treatment. This is what I was telling y'all about. Women have to get treatment for these things that happen. In the Black community, we push this type of stuff under the rug too much. Okay. We push it under the rug and then, you know, it comes out in our life. Monique is 50 some years old, still bleeding out from her trauma and wounds. I'm going to tell y'all all right now, we all have trauma. We all have issues. There is nothing wrong with that. We all got it in some way, shape, or form. The problem becomes when your trauma and issues cause you to bleed out and harm others, that's when it's unacceptable. Do we all have things that we're working on? Do we all have bad things that happen to us and we're trying to grow through? Yes. But everybody needs to have control over their trauma to where whatever you're battling with and dealing with, you battle with it within yourself. The minute that your issues and trauma cause you to harm people around you, harm your career, harm your circles, that is when it has gotten out of control. Nobody has time to sit here and deal with other people's traumas, acting a fool towards them. No one has time for that. Okay? We all got our own problems. Handle your business. All right? So, now Monique is a grown woman in her 50s, okay? And she is bleeding out onto everyone around her. She is hurting everyone around, all right? Did Monique go out and marry a rich and successful man? Monique is not ugly. You know, she's a beautiful woman. So Monique was a beautiful big girl with money and clout and, you know, social currency. Did a rich, successful man marry Monique? No. You know who married Monique? DL put it out there. A man that needed a mama, a man that needed help. And this is why, you know, I don't, let me tell you what else. Let me tell you how I know that she definitely is a breadwinner. Let me tell you how I know that he ain't no man's man. Like, you know, she got with someone just to be able to say she got with someone, and she trying to convince us it's more than what it is. Let me tell you what some of the worst things that can happen what a married woman can do. A married woman handling conflict with men is disrespectful AF. If you are a man and you are married and your wife is out here getting in the face of and going back and forth and oh, you BAN and all this to men, she ain't got no respect for you. That tell us you for sure ain't the provider and breadwinner. You have no order in your household. You have no authority in your household. No married woman should be handling conflict with other men, period. Okay? No, now if you're a single woman, it's different because remember, when you're single, you're on your own. No married woman should be handling conflict with men. Okay. And then Monique does that, puts her foot in her mouth, and then here goes the husband in the background like a prop when they're doing live streams trying to explain themselves. Just like how Naturally Fashionable be doing. She be doing all type of stuff and be trying to get her husband as a prop in the background. I don't know why y'all do that to these men. Y'all make them look so weak. Okay. They don't have their own voice. Monique's husband is very sassy. He gives all the sassy vibes. Okay. He gives very, he gives me all the sass. And from what I hear, on the low, is he has, his space to have his own, little situations, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. So step one, you're married, ma'am. This is a whole part of the perks of being a married woman is you are under the man's covering. So why would you get married, be under a man's name and covering, and then go out there and handle conflict with men by yourself? That's the beauty of being a married woman, where if it is something that is that serious, honestly, does the order you going in a show matter? Yes, it does. However, if you have not played this venue in 20 years, these people don't even know you like that right now. You need to refamiliarize yourself with them. This is your first time there. Women in male-dominated industries have to get in there and prove themselves. So they're in an open marriage. Child, hey, that's their business. So Monique decides instead to go over her husband, which again, that tells right there, baby, you definitely the breadwinner for sure. Because there ain't no way in hell that you would be without him going and saying all that in public in front of everybody. Like, what is the point of that? What did you want the people in the crowd to do? Like we can't even, there is nothing about this that I can say, oh, well, she wasn't wrong about this, but she was wrong about that. Like, sis, you was wrong throughout this whole thing in many ways. And the highest thing is that you disrespected your husband the most. DL Hughley is not even who she disrespected the most. Who she disrespected the most is her husband. Because let's say if DL Hughley was a different kind of person, right? Let's say if he was type of dude where a woman come and saying all that, he want to go fight. Now you've put your husband in a predicament where he may have to get physical. Due to your ego unnecessarily. Okay, this man is not physically attacking you from what he said. He ain't say nothing to you. So when women handle conflict with men on their own, it's disrespectful because you about to sign your husband up for something that he don't need to be signed up for. Because you're going to play with the right one. Because y'all see how when Corey came for them, Monique got real quiet. Talk about, my issue is not with you yet. Because Corey Holcomb ignorant as fuck. So that tell me she know when she wrong. That tell me, girl, you know who to play with and who not to play with. Because when Corey came through and read you for filth, you talk about, I understand, my brother. I ain't got no problem with you. Because you can't talk shit to Corey because Corey might come slap fire from your husband. Your husband might get his ass whooped. You see what I'm saying? So that tell me, ma'am, you're very aware of what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. Okay? Period. Now, I could see if DL had said something to you disrespectful or you had told him, like, don't do this, and he still do it. But no. Oh, yeah, Corey Holcomb don't mind. That nigga will say anything. So I think she knew. Let me not even go there. Let me go ahead and keep that to myself. You know what I'm saying? And he probably know the lowdown, and he probably got dirt on them. That's probably another reason why she decided to just go ahead and take that L, because he probably has all type of dirt on their business. So here you have a woman, since Monique never healed. And what I also find ironic is Monique's own son don't even fool with her. So it's like when everything came out, Monique was so in her masculine energy, so set on being right. She decides to somehow, I don't even know how she decided to make this correlate. But she somehow decides to say, oh, well, DL is not believing me and what happened was wrong because he didn't believe his daughter when she got raped. So that's why he's not believing me. So Monique decides to pretty much extort the pain of another woman, which to me, any woman that's been raped or anything like that, if you're able to extort another woman's pain in that same way, I don't have any respect for you. Any woman that has been raped in any kind of way, there's a special place in hell for you if you gonna sit and bring that up to another woman in public like that. When you know damn well when you get raped, every day you fighting for your life to heal and move forward. And the last thing that you want is the world under a microphone bringing up and reopening that wound. So now I'm gonna be honest with you. Even with what Monique said to DL, I was like, I don't even really like DL. I still rock with Monique. But why I'm not gonna rock with Monique no more is because how dare you extort another woman's pain from grape to try to make yourself right? That is a next level of evil that I cannot get with. I don't trust no woman that do that to another woman. Period. I don't care if you my worst enemy. I'm not finna bring that up. And for Monique to have been raped in her life and to know how that feels, and to know, or maybe you don't know because clearly you have not dealt with any of this. Once a woman has been raped, I'm letting y'all know now, every day she's fighting for her life, period. Every single day is a fight to move forward with your life. The last thing that you need is someone to bring it up unnecessarily to prove their own point. So now Monique is stuck in this place where now you over here taking care of this man. You trying to get your career back. You got all this pressure to provide because he clearly not providing. Because why is he sitting in the background like a damn prop co-signing all this toxicity you're spewing? I heard somebody say, do you think he gonna leave? How you gonna leave? She the breadwinner. She's the provider. Y'all think that big women gonna just come forward and be like, yeah, I'm the provider for my family? They're gonna tell you that. Think Monique gonna sit here and say that? No. Okay. Monique is a perfect example. If you do not get help for your trauma, this is how it manifests into your life and ruins your life. Okay. Monique was already on her last leg. Now we don't know where she's going to go from here. If you don't learn anything else from that, I need you guys to learn. Seek treatment. Get help. Okay. Don't ever underestimate the fact that you cannot handle these things on your own. Monique knows as a bigger woman, this is a bigger woman in Hollywood. Monique around all kind of rich people, successful people, and none of them wanted to be with you. So you had no choice but to get with the man that needed a provider. We're not going to sit here and act like this is not a thing. Okay. Yeah, they said 50 Cent is still willing to rock with her. She better not play 50 Cent. I'll say that. But it seemed like she know who to try and who not to try. You know what I'm saying? So I hope when it comes to 50 Cent, honey, I'm pretty sure she know, baby, try 50 Cent if you want to, honey. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So here we have an overweight woman taking care of a man. Great trauma, M-word trauma, SA trauma that she never got treatment for, ruined her relationship with her child, ruined her career, and we're on the clock for when it ruins her marriage because we in 2022. And this is why I tell you ladies, everybody be so concerned about marriage and it being paperwork and these women can take half your money, baby. It's a new age. I be telling the women now, y'all be not wanting to sign a prenup, baby. Sign a prenup for you. We're in the age of equality, honey. If Monique's husband, mark my words, if he find a way to be able to leave and still get alimony from her, to be able to sustain his lifestyle, he out. The only way he gonna stay is if he can't stand on his own 2 feet financially and figure out how to get in her pockets, even if he not there. And at what point is Monique gonna have to sit there and look at herself and say, this ain't it, I need help? Okay. You wouldn't think so, but a lot of her actions, a lot of what's going on with her is directly linked to her size, period. Okay. It's a mentality that come with it. If that man try to leave Monique, he clearly make she clearly make more money than him. There's a very high chance she'll end up having to pay him. You know, so women, when we say sign a prenup, sign a prenup. Marriage is forever. Women who don't want to sign prenups, you basically sleeping on yourself and your feminine power of abundance and attraction. You should, baby, know, oh, baby, I'm blowing up. A woman should have confidence in herself to know, oh, I'm blowing up. I am abundant. I attract nothing but abundance. Okay? Excuse me. I attract nothing but abundance. So sign a prenup for you. That way you don't know how this, you could end up coming up and then he leave you and you got to pay him. No, baby, sign the prenup. Woo, he said alimony is lifetime in Cali. Woo! Honey. Yes, if that man can figure out how to still milk her pockets and leave, he will. So maybe this will be best for Monique. Maybe it will be good for everything in her life to completely fall apart so that some of these big girls can finally face the music instead of just keeping on eating and running away from it. Monique was doing good for a little bit. She was losing weight, did all that. Like, you don't revert it back, because that goes to show until you get treatment for the root of the problem, you can never move forward. Okay? So now what Monique is doing, she lashing out at any man that remind her of her brother or remind her of her dad. And that's what will happen. Remember, I told y'all this is why some women purposely seek out weak men. How Monique sought out her weak husband. Monique probably cannot handle a strong man. It probably trigger her. She need to be with a man that she can control. Okay. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and say I feel sorry for her. That's a grown woman. She need to get her stuff together. This whole situation is a mess. Women have to understand what come working in a male-dominated industry. It is not. Don't just see the money in it or the opportunity in it and think it's sweet. It ain't sweet. You, as a woman in a male industry, you will have to prove yourself every day. They're always going to sleep on you. They're always going to undermine you. You have got to learn how to keep up and learn how to bring value in different ways. Women will never win trying to bring value the same way men bring value. You will only win when you bring value the way a woman brings value. And a woman always has opportunity, if she is creative enough, to bring feminine, womanly value to any environment that she's in. Okay? So that's my take on that, y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in here. I got a busy weekend ahead of me. Y'all, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you are not subscribed to the channel, honestly, what are you doing? Like, join the Goddess Gang. We have a great time in here. Share this video with someone that you know. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the cash apps. Let me make sure I got any of the cash apps. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, David. I appreciate you all for supporting the channel and supporting my content. Again, like the video, go get y'all some Alpha Juice. Shout out to Alpha Juice Company. And I will see you all on the next one.